Now, this is a car. There's the indicator, the brake light, and the indicator, and the number plate. ENP 281 Victoria Garden State. There's an NDS exhaust. It's the mud flap. There's the 51 PSI tyre, but they all get pumped up as the same as usual. It's the hubcap, and that's how you put the hubcap on. You put it in a little slot where the blow up tube is. There's the door handles, there's the lock, has an alarm. I don't know if it works, but who knows. So I'll open up the bonnet. Pretty good seats, as you can see. Very sporty, like a turbo model. Plenty of room, I should say, in the back here. Yeah, it's a pretty good car. Here's the steering wheel, leather, rubber, grain handling with a rubbered steering wheel cover. Have a look at this, just magnificent. There's the oil and the battery charging gauge. There's the tack and the speedometer and the hot, cold and cool, and the fuel gauges and the indicator gauges. Have a look. Pumping radio looking thing. There's the air conditioner. We've got down here, we've got the face and the body arrow that puts air, hot and cold and warm and cool air, and the same here, and the foot is where it gets the heat, cooled, cold and hotted temperature. And right here we've got the windscreen and the foot cooling, warm, hot, cold and cool arrow with the person. Here's the windscreen. Always use the red for hot and the blue for cold and cool. The temperature in this thing will probably get up to about 57 degrees Celsius, I reckon. And here's a the windscreen heater button where all the heat, cool, cold, warmth, air goes up inside these little cooling vents. And here's another cooling vent where you could make it go up and down. So it'll switch that can go right to left. Here's the gear stick, rubbered, leather made. It's the handbrake and the seat belt buckles. It's rubbered for the handbrake. Got that about since Christmas. Always running good. There's some cotton fabric for the doors. Little holder there you can put all your money and receipts and little nails and bits and pieces like screws, drill bits, nails more. And have a look at this. The lock, when you start her up, always keep your foot all the way down on the clutch. And make sure the brake is all the way up and the gear is in first. Then start the car and turn it 3 times until you hear the car start. Then, actually right now, the first turn, nothing happens. The second turn, these 3 locking knobs will go down as you start the ignition. Sometimes it may be 2, so pull it up, and that one at the back will do the same thing as I do that. And you hear the locking sense in the back. So start the car. Third turn. So when the ignition's on, you'll see the red lights on the battery, the oil and the brake gauge, and that means they're all in contact, so they're not engaged, so you're ready to start the car. So the fuel gauge and the temperature gauges are a lot different to what you buy, all screwed on with little screws inside the vent mirror. The indicator and the high beam and low beam and parker lights, windscreen wiper thing, the demister is all the way here and there. Seat belt buckles and all connected to a screw or a bolt. Either way, handle all the way up here. Don't hang onto it too hard, sometimes they can fall off. All this happens in all cars, trucks, trams, trains, buses and more vehicles. So when you start the car, that's just the fan belt going off. You know, I do tend to wear out a bit, so the car won't move, so I'm in first gear, so that's all good. Another way to start a manual car, so I'll turn it off and start it up again.